The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two defenders, chucks up a runner, it hits, count it, and one.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Deadeye! A dagger for Nick! Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside to Finnis Horn Arena, where two unbeatens collide. 2-0 Carson-Newman taking on 2-0 Lander for the seventh time all time. The series is tied 3 games apiece, and the Eagles looking for their first win over the Bearcats since the 2017-18 season. It has been back-to-back wins for Lander under fourth-year head coach Omar Watad, one of Josh Schertz's disciples from his days at Lincoln Memorial. Carson-Newman, a stellar start to the year, especially offensively. I don't think anybody had it on their bingo card that the Eagles would be fourth in the country with 103 points per game after the graduations of John Zhao, Trey Hubbard, and Nick Brennigan, 3 players that combined for 3,900 points in their careers to go along with 700 other senior starters. But the Eagles were heady in picking up back-to-back double-digit wins over Lees, McCray, and King. Last weekend, they take on a Lander team that has 2 highly consequential wins themselves, by 1 in this building over the Catawba College Catawba Indians, and by 6 on the road at UNC Pembroke. Both those teams participated in last year's NCAA Southeast Regional. Should be a good one here today from Finnis Horn Arena. Eagles versus Bearcats. We'll get you Chuck Benson's pregame remarks on what the Eagles head man thinks of today's proceedings when we return after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, back on the AEC countdown to tip-off as we come to you today from Finnishorn Arena, where Carson-Newman takes on an unbeaten Lander Bearcat club. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, Omar Watad's group 2-0 to start the year. What sticks out to you about this edition of the Lander Bearcats?
They did have quite a bit of roster change, similar to us in that regard. But I think what they do and have literally been doing ever since Omar showed up down here, they just are high-end execution on both sides of the ball. So you know when you show up and play them, they're going to take calculated risks and make defensive decisions. Unlike most everybody this season, they're going to guard some, not guard others, force some into sort of unique decision-making situations and give freedom and enticement to others. Then offensively, very similar to us, they've got threats from behind the three and they got threats at the rim and do a good job with creating space and maintaining space. So this is going to be a serious test for us, but when we were putting the schedule together, it was done with intent, knowing that we wanted to get into games in November with some of the best teams in the region.
You allude to their shot making. Terry Leonard, a 52-40, 100 slash through 2 games, the leading scorer at 17 tonight. Grayson Pritzel, 47-50, 83 slash at 15.5 a game. What sticks out to you about those two guys and what they're capable of doing with the ball in their hands?
Well, those two guys have been big parts of wins versus Catawba and a win at Pembroke. And, when you look at it, they've been, offensively speaking, sort of the firepower in both games. Those guys are making 2/3 of the team's made threes. Those guys are bigger body types. Leonard, very athletic. Pritzel, more like a Jack Browder, physically speaking. We know they're capable, man, and I've seen them in these first 2 games make big shots at critical times.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. First road game, a lot of new. We've established that for you. What do you hope your team's response is to maybe a cut above an opponent quality and a new situation?
Well, this is our first overnight trip, and I've liked how we've handled just that in of itself. The trip down, having the right attitude and approach, representing well at our team meal, representing well in shoot-around and early morning practice, handling themselves right at the hotel. Everything about that's been good. But this is really our first true road test, and it's against a very challenging opponent. So I guess the thing more than anything that I'm looking for is to making sure that we are able to manage our emotions and manage sort of the mental part of it and execute and take care of things we determined going into this game that we needed to take care of.
You had 5 guys in the opening weekend, top 20 points. I think it's known that that's replicable for Jack Browder. Braden Illick has shown that he has done that. Is it replicable for guys like Matt Bilbray, Ollie Smith, and Rylan Houck?
I sure hope it is, Cap. I've got great confidence in the abilities of our guys. You mentioned Jack. Jack's a proven commodity. Matt and Ollie and Rylan, I think all 3 have that potential. They just haven't had the same amount of experience and opportunities to create that trust and confidence in themselves. So, like I said, these games against really, really solid opponents early, I think, create those opportunities and create, hopefully, the confidence we need as we go into December when we start SAC play.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck today against the Bearcats.
Great. Thanks, Cap.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off wraps up after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This
bounce feed inside, Browner right block through contact. He gets it to go.
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. John's there for the tip. Who's hit it? Who's hit it? Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Final strains of the national anthem from Finnis Horn Arena wrap up. And we are just about set for basketball between Carson-Newman and Lander. We'll go ahead and get you squared away with the starting fives. First, for the host, Lander Bearcats, it goes like this with a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. The guards, well, they can all score it at a very efficient clip. And it starts with Terry Leonard. He is the leading scorer. Sophomore guard out of Spartanburg, South Carolina via Dorman High School. 6'3", 180 pounds, averaging 16.5 points and 3.5 rebounds per game as the lights go out in Finnis Horn Arena for Lander starters to be introduced. He's joined in the backcourt by Jacob Daniels, St. Petersburg, Florida native, and a Gibbs High School product, not the Knoxville Gibbs, the St. Petersburg Gibbs. 6 foot, 163 pounds, 52% shooter from the field, while averaging 14.5 points per game. The final guard is a transfer from St. Leo and West Alls, Wisconsin. That's Grayson Pritzel, 6'4", 205 pounds, 15.5 points and 5.5 rebounds per game. 47% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc. The forwards, a 6'6", 215-pound junior out of Beacon, New York, by way of Clark, Atlanta, averaging 3.5 points and 2.0 rebounds per game. That's Navon Mays. And then the other forward, a 6'6", 212-pound senior out of Broward County, Florida, transfers in from Jackson State. That's Dylan Canaville, near a double-double, 11 points and 9 rebounds for him. Carson-Newman utilizes the same starting five that it has in its first 2 games this year. That is the quintet of Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray. All 5 starters averaging double figures for Carson-Newman, led by Rylan Houck's 18.5 a game. Lander out in home yellows, yellow tops, yellow shorts, white numerals trimmed in blue. Lander written above the jersey numbers in the front. Road blues for the Eagles, blue tops, blue shorts, white numerals trimmed in orange. Illick wins the tip for Carson-Newman, and the Eagles start out with a basketball, moving from right to left against man-to-man defense from the Lander Bearcats. Browder hits Bilbray cutting to the cup, right block, and he lays it in with the right hand off the window. First points belong to Carson-Newman, a 2-0 lead. 18 seconds in. Good action at the elbow through Jack Browder. He drops the dime, and the Bearcats bring it front court trailing by 2. Daniels, right wing. Fry pressures him as Carson-Newman starts out man-to-man. Down on the left baseline it goes, into the paint. Twirling up, Canaville, no. Illick defended it well. Redirect out of bounds, off the miss, and it stays with Lander. They'll put the shot clock at 20. And the Bearcats with a second chance opportunity here. Daniels triggers in left baseline, 15-foot teardrops off the mark for Leonard. Houck the rebound and running. Ahead to Fry, cuts down the right side of the paint, gets the bucket, lays it off the backboard, nothing else, and Canaville cleans the window in the middle of the lane for the Bearcats. 2-0 Eagles, 50 seconds in. Pritzel, free throw line, skip out, right corner. Mays has to go up to get it. He takes it to the head of the key and hands off right wing for Daniels. Daniels inside on Fry. Pumps, gets Fry airborne, pivots right, and lays it in uncontested with the right hand. 2-2. We're tied. 18:52 to play in the first half. Eagles bring the basketball from right to left. Browder, right wing with the rock. Bounce feed, Houck, right block. Skips into the corner. Fry was cutting. It's out of bounds. A turnover for Carson-Newman. Khalees Fry was in the left corner. He cut baseline. Houck passed it as if he was still in the corner. And out of bounds it goes for Carson-Newman's first turnover of the day. Lander an opportunity to take its first lead of the day. Pritzel, head of the key. Dribbles left around a screen from Canaville. Skips it out right wing for Daniels. Daniels right around a Leonard screen. Takes it baseline, kicks it into the left corner for Canaville. Canaville, hand off Pritzel left wing. High hand there for Bilbray, 8 on the shot clock. Canaville, Euroing into the paint, shoots over Illick, no. Punches his own miss out to the right wing for Mays. Baseline drive, kick out left wing for Daniels. Daniels drives left block. Kicks out right wing. Here's an open look from deep. Off the mark from Leonard. An offensive rebound for Canaville. Third chance for the Bearcats. A 3 from the right point. Won't go down from Daniels. Browder grabs the board, and the Eagles bring it right to left. Fry in transition. Lost the handle on it. Drives, dishes out. Illick left wing. Sends it out to Browder, top of the key. Browder fires a straight-on triple and swishes it. 3-point Carson-Newman edge, 5-2, 17:37 to go in the first half. That stops a 2-minute scoreless streak for the Eagles. Lander's done work on the glass early, 1 for 6 to start this game. Right elbow for Cannaville. Gets it to Leonard, cutting down the right side of the paint. Leonard heaves one up. It won't go down. Cannaville steps over a fallen body for the rebound. And another offensive board, the fourth of the day for the Lander Bearcats, looking to capitalize. Daniels, right side of the paint, gets it into the lane. Here's a fall-away jumper. That won't fall for Cannaville. Browder's there on the right block to grab the miss for the Eagles. Carson-Newman brings it right to left. Browder, right point. Left around an Illick screen. Gets down to the left block. Has his shot erased out of bounds by Cannaville. And it stays with Carson-Newman. Something that Lander does very well. Block shots, averaging 7 a game. That's 6th in the country and 1st in the Peach Belt. Hauk to trigger on the left baseline. Lander stays man-to-man as Hauk looks and fires into Illick left wing. Illick tries a triple. Back of the rim, no good. Long rebound to the free throw line, snagged by Pritzel. Pritzel into the front court. Gets by Bilbray. Wraps around to Cannaville right baseline. Twirls into the paint. Dishes out top of the key. Leonard straight on triple. That rattles in. Lander has an answer after a 2-minute scoring drought and a 1 of 8 start from the field. We're deadlocked at 5 with 16:30 to play in the opening stanza. Eagles onto the offensive end. Illick, left elbow. Bounce feed, nobody home. It's stolen by Leonard. Second turnover for the Eagles. Leonard into the front court. Gives off Pritzel right wing. High hand there for Hauk, right around a Cannaville screen. Back to Cannaville, dribbling inside. Pilfered by Fry. Fry up the far sideline. Stumbles into Mays. Regathers in the Eagles press front court. Browder, left corner. Catch three. Snaps the strings. A 2 for 2 start from range for Jack Browder. He's got 6. The Eagles lead is 3. 8-5, 15:55 to play in the first half. Bearcats clad in yellow, moving left to right with the basketball. Leonard at the head of the key. Switches it left wing for Daniels. Daniels pump fakes, moves right around the Cannaville screen, stops on the Peach Belt logo in the lane, and flips it back out to the right point for Pritzel. Pritzel, 10 to shoot. Left around the screen to the head of the key. Step back 3, left point, strong off the back iron. Fry taps the rebound off of Daniels out of bounds. It's Carson-Newman ball. 15:30 to play in the first half. An 8-5 lead for Carson-Newman on Lander. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, powering what matters most. We're back to the Horn Arena after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
8-5, Carson-Newman leads Lander with 15:30 to go in the opening half of basketball. It's been a 3 of 6 start from the field for the Eagles compared to just 2 of 10 shooting for the Bearcats. However, Lander does have 4 offensive rebounds. And shockingly, no second chance points to speak for it. But Lander has had ample opportunities, out-rebounding the Eagles 6-4 here in the early going. Carson-Newman ball out of the break. Browder at the top of the key. He started 2 for 2 from deep. Make it 2 for 3. He shorts this one. And the rebound pings over to Terry Leonard. And the Bearcats work it from left to right. Stamper and Ollie Smith into the game for Carson-Newman out there with Bilbray, Browder, and Hauk. Crawford checks in for the Bearcats. Right wing, Leonard tries a triple, and he answers Browder's 3-ball. Terry Leonard, a 40% shooter from beyond the arc, got a sliver of daylight there, and he drills his second 3. He's got 6. Deadlocked at 8, 14:44 to play in the first half. Bill Bray slaloming through traffic, gets in the middle of the lane, flicks it back out to Browder left wing. Chest pass right point, Hauk. Hauk curls inside, weaves his way, fades, and misfires over the top of Jake Tringone. And the Bearcats bring it front court looking for their first lead. Daniels through the middle of the paint, stops, pivots, finds a cutting Terry. He fades and connects from 6 feet out. Terry Leonard has 8 points to lead Lander. First time that Carson-Newman has trailed all season. Took 85 minutes and 50 seconds for the Eagles to wind up on the minus side of the scoreboard. Doesn't last for long as Bill Bray hands a 10-foot jumper on the left side of the lane. 10-10 ball game, 13:48 to go in the first half. Daniels off to Tringone, right elbow. Back to Daniels on the right wing. Browder fights around a screen, defends him. Hit Tringone, head of the key. Shovels off Terry Leonard at the top of the key. Back to Tringone, one dribble. Looks to pass, finds a cutting Pritzl left of the lane. He chucks up a 15-footer, airballs it right into Stamper's awaiting mitts, right block. Eagles push front court. Stamper running the middle of the lane. Right-hand finger roll falls in off the transition feed from Jack Browder. Isaac Stamper's first points as an Eagle. And Carson-Newman's back in front, 12-10 with a little mini 4-0 run. 13-10 to go in the first half. Lander onto the offensive end. Daniels, free throw line. Works inside on Browder, gets to the left block and finishes with the right hand around Browder. 4 points for Daniels. He and Leonard have all of Lander's scoring. It's a 12-12 ball game, 12:55 to go in the first half. Bill Bray front court, left point, pulls from range, left it short, rebound into the right corner, and it's out of bounds before Ollie Smith could get there. Back to Lander it goes. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pies are $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 12-12 ball game, 12:37 to play in the first half as the Bearcats work it left to right. Daniels, right around the screen, down the right side of the paint, stops right block, hands off Tringone, right baseline. Tringone shovels back to Daniels in the right corner. He curls into the paint, stops, pivots, fires over Browder, and gets the roll off the back iron. Back iron, right iron, front iron, and down through the strings for Daniels. He has 6. The Bearcats have answered with a 4 in a row to take a 14-12 lead. Eagles front court. Stamper finds it, cutting Hauk on the left block. Hauk lays it in, finishes through contact, count the basket, plus a foul, and Hauk takes a tumble into the cheerleaders. Charge the personal, the first of the day for either team, to Tringone. His first. And Hauk to the line, looking to polish off an and one opportunity. Doesn't. Strong off the heel. We stick at 14-14. Bobby Crawford went up to pull down the rebound, and the Bearcats moved left to right. Terry Leonard, top of the key. Drop it off for Tringone at the right elbow. Back to Leonard, right wing. Gets around Smith, gets the right block, tosses up a teardrop, and it finds the bottom of the barrel. Leonard, the first player for either team in the double figures. He has 10. 16-14. Bearcats seesaw back in front with 11:35 to play in the first half. Browder for Bill Bray, right point. Bill Bray, jab step back on Daniels, feeds Stamper at the free throw line, back to Bill Bray, who takes it in, got it rejected, but Bill Bray finds it back, head of the key 3, halfway down and out. And the rebound snared by Jacob Daniels in the middle of the lane. Lander takes the air out of the basketball and moves it left to right. They've made 5 of their last 6 shots and are looking for the first multi-possession lead of the day for either team. Leonard left around the Crawford screen, left wing, step back 3, off the mark. Browder's there for his third board. Outlets it ahead to Bill Bray. Pass into the paint, pilfered by Pritzl. Pritzl the other way. Stops left block, pivots, passes. Terry Leonard, right wing, transition 3, back iron no. Crawford an offensive rebound. He takes it to the cup, misfires the lay-in. Stamper grabs the rebound, middle of the lane. Eagles bring it right to left, down by 2. Browder, right around a stamper three to the head of the key. Drives right block, right hand finger roll, no. Bilbray an offensive rebound, kicks it out. Smith, left wing, three ball, back iron, no. Browder another offensive rebound. Third time, the charm, Browder fouled, shooting a three. 3 free throws for Jack Browder. He heads to the line after Bobby Crawford closed out and picks up his first and the team's second. 10:24 to play in the first half. Lander 16, Carson-Newman 14. Eagles haven't scored in 100 seconds. Both teams shooting worse than 38% from the field. We return to the Horn Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
.24 to go in the first half, a 16-14 lead for Lander over Carson-Newman. In a first half that has featured 6 ties and 3 lead changes. Had some aggressive horn hitting by the scoreboard operator here at Finnis Horn Arena, trying to call the officials' attention on something that the bookkeeper needs ironed out. Foul before the break was called on Lander's Bobby Crawford. At least that's what was announced. That's what was put on the scoreboard, and that's what I thought I saw it was signaled to press row. And things are all good. It's 3 free throws for Jack Browder, looking to tie and take the lead here with 10:24 to go in the first half. Browder good on the first. .1,410 career points, make it 1,411 career points for Jack Browder as he ties the game at 16. His next one will move him into the top 20 all-time in scoring in Carson-Newman history, and it does. Jack Browder, a 3-for-3 trip at the line, puts Carson-Newman back in front. He's got 9 points and is tied with former teammate John Zhao with 1,412 career points, 20th most in school history. Bearcats the other way. Tough reverse layup finds the bottom of the bucket from the right block on a drive by Dylan Canaville. 18-17, back and forth we go. Lander retakes the lead with 10:04 to play in the first half. Browder, left elbow. Looks inside on Weber. Drives to the cup. Right hand floater. Will not fall. Rebound loose and snared by Canaville in the middle of the lane. Bearcats bring it left to right. Canaville takes it inside on Illick, and that one toilet bowls in. Tough finish by Dylan Canaville, and Lander has its largest lead at 3. 20-17 with 9:35 to go in the opening half. Brown on the right wing. Left around an Illick screen. Brown takes it to the cup. Left hand scoop. No. Illick offensive rebound. Twist left in the lane. Pass Fry. Right hand dunk there. Good ball movement on the second chance opportunity by the Eagles. Illick finds Fry for the flush, and it's a 1-point deficit for Carson-Newman. 20-19 with 9:10 to play in the first half. Bearcats with it on the offensive end. Left elbow for Tringone. Tringone flips it out for Daniels at the head of the key. Brown defends him with 10 to shoot. Daniels back to Tringone, left wing. Strides down the left side of the paint, kicks it to Leonard in the left corner. 4 and 3. Leonard, left wing, falling away into the bench for 3. Barely grazes the rim. And officials call a shot clock violation. Don't think it actually hit rim. I think it hit the underside of the backboard. And Carson-Newman gets the ball back. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Brown on top of the snarling Bearcat midcourt logo, takes it to the right wing and feeds Jack Browder at the top of the key. Calls for an Illick screen, moves left around it, goes behind the back and finds Illick right wing. Extra pass, right corner, Ollie Smith, contested 3, missed. Fry an offensive rebound, 1 dribble, pumps, reverse layup, Fry lays it in. The Eagles retake the lead on back-to-back Khalees Fry second chance buckets. It's a 21-20 lead for Carson-Newman with 8:10 to play in the first half. 7 ties, 6 lead changes. Neither team has led by more than 3. Bearcats with it on the offensive end. Tringone at the head of the key. Chest pass left wing for Daniels. Daniels down to the right block, twisting, turning. Gets it to the right point for Canaville. Canaville spins into Ollie Smith, lost the handle on it. Fry the steal. Fry leads a 3-on-2 break. Fry Euroing into the paint. Right hand floater will not fall, but he's called for a charge. First personal on Khalees Fry. First team foul on the Eagles as Leonard got buried by Fry, who went for the Euro on his way to the bucket. Brings us to a break in the action. 7:42 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 21, Lander 20. Both teams have had a 3-point lead, and it has been back and forth, back and forth. 7 ties, 6 lead changes. We return after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Back courtside at Finnis Horn Arena, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you all on hand. Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. As Carson-Newman is up by 1, 21-20 on Lander in what has been a back and forth affair. Eagles grabbed an early 3-point lead. Lander answered, took a 3-point lead of their own. Neither team has had a multi-possession lead in this game. We've had 7 ties. We've had 6 lead changes. And Lander has the basketball, looking to get the lead back after back-to-back second chance buckets from Carson-Newman's Khalees Fry. Jacob Daniels takes a straight-on 3. It's halfway down and out. Browder tips the rebound to himself in the middle of the paint. And now Houck leads the break for the Eagles. Houck down the left side of the paint, gets into Tringone. Pivots, passes. Browder, head of the key, trailing. Straight-on, triple. Splash! Rylan Houck finds Browder trailing. Browder's the first Eagle into double figures with 12, and Carson-Newman has the first multi-possession lead of the day for either team at 4. Bearcats the other way. Daniels misfires a layup left of the paint. Fry the rebound, outlets it ahead to Bilbray. Tracks it down in the right corner, pumps the brakes, and gets Carson-Newman in the half court. Browder, head of the key, chest pass Houck left wing. Houck right around a Browder screen to the free throw line. Pivots, passes Illick right wing. He drives inside. No look, Bilbray. Open, right corner, 3-ball. Bilbray, bottom! 10 straight points for Carson-Newman, headlined by 6 in a row for beyond the arc. And the Eagles are up 7. 27-20 with 6:28 to go in the first half. Bearcats with it front court. Daniels, right point defended by Fry. Gives to Cannaville down the right side of the paint. Eagles help on him, and he draws a foul. It's on the floor. And on Braden Illick, his first, the second on the Eagles. 20 on the shot clock, and Lander the ball out of bounds to the left of the basket. Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them at eagleshop.cn.edu. Cannaville at the free throw line for the Bearcats. Works inside on Illick. He stumbles. Lobs one up and draws a foul. It's a quick second personal on Braden Illick. Third team foul on the Eagles. And Braden Illick will head to the bench in favor of Isaac Stamper with 2 personals. There's a sizable bit of perspiration on the floor, and that's the hold-up. Mops are out, and the game day operations crew at Horn Arena tends to that. Had a janitor friend back in high school who used to say that you got to have a clean, playable floor. And I got to tell you, thanks to the work of Lander's athletic director, we got a good, clean, playable floor here. Cannaville to the stripe. Buries the first free throw. That makes Brian Reese's efforts all the more impressive, and it stomps a 3-minute, 39-second scoring drought for the Bearcats. Second free throw on the way. It too is good. 2-of-2 trip for a career 54% free throw shooter. And that makes it a 5-point game. 27-22 Eagles with 6:02 to play in the first half. Bill Bray between the rings, right around a Fry screen to the wing. Everybody sags off. Bill Bray's wide open. He shoots it. Missed it off the back iron. Fry grabs the offensive rebound, drives left baseline, bangs his way to the cup and lays it in with the right hand. Filthy work downstairs for Khalees Fry. He's got 6. Lead back to 7 for the Eagles, 29-22 with 5:35 to play in the first half. All 6 of Fry's points, the second chance variety. He harasses Cannaville at the top of the key. Now it's in Mays' hands, and Fry fouls him. It's a second personal on Fry. A 4th team foul on the Eagles. And Fry will exit for Ollie Smith. So a critical defender and Fry to the bench with 2 personals. A critical passer in Illick to the bench with 2 personals. Smith, Bilbray, Browder, Stamper, and Houck out there for Carson-Newman. Right wing for Cannaville. Chest pass into the right corner, Weber. Right baseline drive, gets it out, left wing. Here's a 3 ball. That's in for Navon Mays. Mays hasn't missed from deep on the season. He's 3 for 3. And the Bearcats are within 4. 29-25 at the 5-minute mark, first half. Bilbray accelerates inside on Pritzel. Pumps, gets his defender in the air. Bilbray an uncontested lay-in. 9 for Matt Bilbray. He's 4 of 8 from the floor. The lead 6 for the Eagles. 31-25 with 4:45 to play in the first half. Bearcats with the ball on their offensive end. Head of the key for Steele. Switches it to the right wing for Pritzel. Pritzel, bounce feed, back to Cannaville, right block. Takes it to the cup, misfires the layup. Got his own miss. Cannaville, 1 power dribble. Flips it out to the left wing. Jab step from Weber. Drives inside. Hands off Cannaville, right elbow. Cannaville twisting, turning. Right hand hook. Got the roll off the back of the tin. 8 points for Dylan Cannaville, the Jackson State transfer, and it's a 4-point game. 31-27 Eagles, 4:10 to play first half. Eagles front court. Bilbray right around a Houck screen to the wing. Dribbles in front of Lander head coach Omar Watad. Now Gallivant's back inside the paint. Gets it to Ollie Smith, head of the key. His 3's off to the left. Cannaville the rebound. His 6th on the left baseline. The Bearcats move it left to right. Canaville heads north-south, kicks out, right corner, open three from deep. That's the first miss of the year for Mays. Browder on the right baseline with his 6th board, and he sprints right to left. Browder, Euroing, pulls up, right hand, floater, got it! 14 points for Jack Browder on 4 of 8 shooting. Eagles lead is 6. 33-27 with 3:28 to go in the first half, and as Lander brings it front court, the Bearcats call for time. 3:27 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 33, Lander 27. A 10-0 Carson-Newman run is the difference in this one right now. And we're back to Horn Arena after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
3:27 to play in the first half. It is a 33-27 lead for Carson-Newman over the Lander Bearcats in what has been a highly entertaining first half of basketball from Finnish Horn Arena. 7 ties, 6 lead changes. Carson-Newman is shooting 46% from the field now as a team, and the Eagles are +2 on the glass. The advantage on the glass has come coupled with a 10-0 run that flipped this game from a tight one where neither team had led by more than 3 to where it's been comfortably a 2 to 3 possession lead for Carson-Newman since. 10-0 run highlighted by back-to-back second-chance buckets for Khalees Fry and threes for Jack Browder and Matt Bilbright. But Lander's trying to cut into it on this possession. Pritzel, left wing, baseline drive, cut off by Ollie Smith. He pivots, passes with 4 to shoot, left wing. Pritzel, back of the basketball, 2-1. Pritzel, shot clock expires. The Eagles' defense stands and forces the second shot clock violation of the day. And the Eagles get the basketball back after the Lander turnover. Bilbray, Browder, Stamper, Smith, Houck on the floor for Carson-Newman. Braden Illick and Khalees Fry both have 2 personals for the Eagles. Bilbray, left baseline, flips it out to Houck, top of the key, around to Smith, right point. Chest pass, Stamper, right wing. He dials long distance and connects. Isaac Stamper has 5 points off the bench in place of the foul-troubled Braden Illick, and he gives Carson-Newman its biggest lead of the day at 9, 36-27 with 2:32 to play in the first half. Bearcats with it on the offensive end. Mays at the free throw line. Bounce feed inside Daniels. 1 dribble, takes it up on Stamper, short of the shot. Stamper's got the miss, outlets it ahead left sideline to Smith. Smith hits a trailing Houck left wing in the front court. Chest pass up top for Stamper. 2 power dribbles with the left hand, rotates inside, right hand baby hook. Stamper gets it to fall. It's a 5-0 Isaac Stamper run all by his lonesome, and the Eagles are up double digits. 38-27, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lander hasn't scored in 2 minutes and change. Leonard, free throw line, backdoor lob, alley-oop. Dumped in by Bobby Crawford. Didn't flush it home, just plucked it home. 38-29, Eagles by 9 with 100 seconds left in the first half. Bilbray into the front court, gets it to Browder at the top of the key, fires inside Houck, pivots, left block, backs it out to Bilbray right wing. Bilbray working man-to-man on Daniels. Step back, right wing, high arcing three, barely draws iron, bounces off the shoulder of Terry Leonard, or off the shoulder of Weber and into the arms of Terry Leonard. Leonard stumbles into the paint, he's on the floor, loose ball, tied up. Now Houck saves it into Bilbray, a turnover, fifth of the day for the Bearcats. Bilbray hits Browder, top of the key, hunts a three ball, bullseye! 17 first half points for Jack Browder. The Eagles are up by 12. 41-29 with 55 seconds left in the first half. Lander works it left to right in the yellow home jerseys. Daniels left around a Crawford screen and roll to Crawford right block. Back it out. Leonard steps inside the three-point arc, right wing, long two, halfway down and out. Tip, no from Mays, but a whistle and a foul. Charge this to, I believe, Browder. His first, team's fifth. Nope, it's on Houck. Forgive me. So Houck's first. 2 free throws for Navon Mays, who's 1 of 3 at the line on the season. Make it 2 of 4 as he rattles in the first. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. 1-2 trip as the second one's out. Browder the rebound. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, they are your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. 41-30, Eagles by 11. 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock as Carson-Newman brings it onto the offensive end. Browder down the right side of the paint, pumps, gets his defender airborne and lays it in with the right hand. 19 first half points for Jack Browder. Eagles have their biggest lead of the day at 13, 43-30. 43-30, yes. 3 off the mark from Daniels from the head of the key, and that is how the first half comes to a close. 43-30, Eagles up by 13. At the halftime break, Carson-Newman 52% shooting from the field in the first half and led by 19 points from Jack Browder. Eagles closed the first half on a 5-1 run in order to take this 13-point lead, the largest of the day, into the halftime locker room. Eagle Shop halftime report headed your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Well, a quality start for Carson-Newman against the Lander Bearcats. 19 first half points from Jack Browder. And that coupled with 52% shooting while limiting Lander to 38% shooting, a 10-0 first half run, and an 11-0 advantage in points off turnovers. A big reason why Carson-Newman has this 43-30 lead at the break over the Lander Bearcats. The game was back and forth for a long time, really till the under 8 media timeout. Neither team led by more than 3 before Carson-Newman seized control with a 10-0 run. It was headlined by back-to-back Khalees Fry second chance buckets. And then the Eagles finished the run with back-to-back threes from Jack Browder and Matt Bilbray. And the Eagles got up multiple possessions and then used a 5-1 run to close the half to take their biggest lead of the day by 13 into the halftime locker room. So, and this comes to, mind you, with foul trouble for Braden Illick and Khalees Fry. They're both held out for the final 6 minutes and change of that first half. And phenomenal work by Isaac Stamper. He came into this game 0 for 7 from the field. He's 3 for 3 today, has 7 points, obviously a career high, and has knocked down his first career 3, playing heavier minutes in the stead of the foul-troubled Braden Illick. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. We'll take you around the happenings around the SAC, little Super Region 2 football action. Eagle Shop halftime report continues with a scoreboard update after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
All right, back courtside at Finnis Horn Arena, where Carson-Newman leads Lander at the break 43-30 on the strength of a 10-0 first half run. Later today, at approximately 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit delayed given the fact that there are 2 games before it. But Carson-Newman's women's basketball team takes on a top 15 North Georgia team at 4 or thereabouts. Web only at cneagles.com/live with Andrew Rogers on the microphone. But plenty of action to talk about throughout the Super Region. And we use Super Region here because we're talking football. Wingate up 17-0 on Benedict with 12:21 to play in the second quarter. And Newberry playing host to Kentucky State. Remember, Kentucky State backed out of a contracted game with Delta State to take on Shorter. Well, if you're a believer in the ball not line and karma, it's Newberry 31 and Kentucky State 10. Reed Sharpia 16-20 through the air for 213 yards and 2 scores to lead the Wolves to a 3-touchdown halftime margin in that one. On the Hoops hardwood, slew of games to be played throughout the South Atlantic Conference today. There are 3 ones that tipped early in the 2 o'clock start. The first of those is Belmont Abbey, which traveled to Mars Hill to take on former Carson-Newman assistant KT Carter and the Lions. And the Lions up 40-33 on the Crusaders at the halftime break. Mars Hill has 13 points from Jaheim Taylor. Nobody for Belmont Abbey has more than 6. And then Wingate is taking on West Virginia State at Schuford Arena in a tournament that is hosted by Lenore Ryan. Lenore Ryan thumped West Virginia State last night. It's Wingate who's thumping West Virginia State right now, 45-24. Bulldogs leading at the halftime break behind 17 points from Isaiah Vick. And he's perfect, 7 of 7 from the field and 3 of 3 from deep. Later on tonight, you've got USC Aiken at Newberry, Trevecca at Tusculum, and Lee at Lenore Ryan, Emory and Henry at Mount Olive, and Lincoln Memorial at Cedarville. So a packed Saturday on the hoop slate around the South Atlantic Conference. But here at Finnis Horn Arena, Carson-Newman has a 43-30 lead on Lander. Second half action heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Goes top of the key. Pull up three. On the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back at Finnis Horn Arena, where Carson-Newman holds a 43-30 lead on the homestanding Lander Bearcats. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside. Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. And before we start the second half, we'll pause 10 seconds so that our stations may identify themselves across the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's common. You're not the only one.
43-30, Carson-Newman leads it at the break over the Lander Bearcats. 19 first-half points for Jack Browder, paving the way for this 13-point halftime margin for Carson-Newman against Lander in a first half that featured 7 ties and 6 lead changes before the Eagles took control with a 10-0 run. And did so with Braden Illick and Khalees Fry in foul trouble. So Terry Leonard will inbound it in. He's out there with Pritzel, Mays, Daniels, and Cannaville for the Bearcats. Leonard down the left side of the paint, peels it back out to the left wing. Browder defends him. Leonard drives inside, bounce feed for Pritzel. Got stripped. Bilbray takes it away. Bilbray, 2-on-3 break, doesn't have numbers. Chucks it over to Houck, right baseline, spins inside, whistle, offensive foul on Rylan Houck. Mays set up to draw the charge. Second personal on Houck. First team foul on the Eagles, and one turnover begets another. So Lander in all yellow with white numerals trimmed in blue brings the basketball from right to left with Jacob Daniels running the point. Bounces it right point to Cannaville, out to Pritzel, top of the key, moves down the right side of the paint, leans in and hits the layup off the backboard, running past Bilbray. 43-32, Eagles by 11, 19:15 to go in the second half. Bilbray, top of the key, drops it off for Illick, right wing. Cannaville sticks to him tightly. Illick, look inside, nothing there. Ball's loose in the middle of the lane. A second straight turnover for the Eagles. Pritzel takes it away. Pritzel into the front court. Moves inside on Bilbray. spins up a shot. No. Hauk takes the rebound on the left block for the Eagles. Hauk leads the break ahead to Fry. Fry to the cup. Right hand. It's going to count. Goaltend on Lander. What a pass ahead for Khalees Fry, who's got 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting, back to a 13-point Eagle lead. 45-32 with 18:40 to play in the second half. Lander onto the offensive end. Head of the key. Daniels a straight-on triple. Knocks it down. Not what Jacob Daniels typically does. He's just 1 for 6 in his young career and 0 for 3 today. But he makes that one, has 9 points, and makes it a 10-point game. Lander traps the ball across the timeline. Bilbray gets out of it to Illick, left wing. Illick backing down his defender, left baseline. Spins left on Canaville, fades over top of him. Tough 15-foot fadeaway. Illick makes it. First points for Braden Illick. Back to a 12-point Carson-Newman lead. 47-35, 2 minutes into the second half. Lander front court. Leonard, top of the key. Bounces it to Canaville, right side of the lane. Back to Leonard up top. Leonard drives inside on Browder, spins inside, drops it off Canaville, right block. Twists in on Illick, lays it up. It's off the side of the backboard. Canaville pokes it out, but to Bilbray, and the Eagles control left to right. Bilbray, top of the key. Chest pass Browder, right wing. Leonard defends him. Browder drives on Leonard, spins to the free throw line. Right hand teardrop, left it short. Leonard the board underneath the basket for the Bearcats. Pushing right to left down 12. Leonard inside, pumps, lays, rims out, left side, no. Browder a 7th rebound. And the Eagles move left to right in all blue. Bilbray, top of the key, Pritzl defends him. Bilbray left around an Illick screen to the wing, cut off by Canaville left baseline. Skips out Hauk right wing, open look from deep. Hauk halfway down and out. Canaville elevates to grab the rebound for the Bearcats. And Lander works it from right to left down by 12. Canaville. Right hand handoff to Mays on the right wing. Right hand give to Pritzl in the right corner. Loose ball kicked out to the top of the key for Daniels. The shot clock reset. Fresh 30 for Lander. Right wing, Pritzl fires a 3. Short off the front iron. Rebound long to the free throw line for Mays. Second chance Lander. Daniels resets between the rings. Pulls up, straight on triple. Back iron, no. Bilbray the long rebound in the right corner for the Eagles. Carson-Newman moves it left to right. Lander hasn't scored in 90 seconds. Eagles protecting a 12-point lead. Browder tried to find a cutting Fry. Ball was deflected by Leonard and taken away by Mays. Mays into the front court. Hits Daniels running to the rim. Fry met him at the summit and swatted it out of bounds. Khalees Fry came from nowhere. He wasn't even in the picture. Met Daniels at the summit and thwarted that one out of bounds on the left baseline. Both teams haven't scored in 2 minutes. Lander trying to cut into this 12-point Eagle lead. Right hand bunny won't fall from Canaville, middle of the lane. Second chance, kick out. Leonard, left wing 3, no. Rebound snagged by Fry left of the lane. Fry in transition. Euros to the hole. Fry, right hand, finish, no, but he's fouled. So Khalees Fry to the line after Dylan Canaville picks up his first, and the Bearcats their first. Brings us to a break in the action. 15:51 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 47, Lander 35. Neither team has scored in more than 2 minutes. And we return to Horn Arena after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside here at Horn Arena, where the Eagles hold a 47-35 lead over Lander. A lead where Carson-Newman has maintained it, but neither team has scored in 2 minutes and change. And Khalees Fry is at the line for Carson-Newman, looking for the first points in this game in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Eagles 2 of 4 to start the second half. Carson-Newman's turned it over a couple times, while Lander has started the second half 2 of 10 from the field. Fry spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and calmly sinks the first free throw. So he's matched Carson-Newman's biggest lead of the day at 13. 48-35. One more free throw for Khalees Fry. Bends the knees, hoists it up, left it short. Pritzel the rebound. So the lead holds at 13 for the Eagles. 48-35. Bearcats with it front court, moving right to left. Pass across the timeline, over and back. Mays led Pritzel too far, and Lander turns it over for a 7th time. Carson-Newman ball. Bilbray, Browder, Stamper, Smith, and Houck for Carson-Newman. Lander counters with Daniels, Mays, Leonard, Tringone, and Pritzel. Bilbray right around a Stamper screen to the head of the key. Pumps the brakes at the free throw line. Chest pass out left wing, Smith. And with 4 on the shot clock, a whistle and a foul. As the entry pass reached Stamper on the left block, Jacob Daniels commits his first and the second on the Bearcats. So the shot clock resets to 20. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. The scores table called the officials over. All square there. And Browder triggers into Bilbray, out to Stamper, right elbow, back to a backdoor cutting. Houck for an uncontested reverse lay-in. Phenomenal ball movement off the end out for the Eagles. Rylan Houck has 4 points, and the Eagles have their biggest lead of the day at 15. 50-35, 5 minutes into the second half. Bearcats with it front court. Leonard down the right side of the paint. Pivots around, shovels out right wing Daniels. Daniels, crossover dribble, left around to Tringone, screen to the free throw line, screen and roll to Tringone. His layup from the right block, toilet bowls home. First points for Jake Tringone, 40-37, Eagles by 13, 14:37 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman front court. Browder, right wing, muscles his way inside on Daniels. Right hand, can't get the layup to fall. Loose ball, whistle foul. Browder knocks down Mays and commits his first personal. Second on the Eagles. 14:26 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman has started 3 of 5 from the field after halftime. Both teams have made 3 field goals. It's taken the Eagles 6 attempts. It's taken Lander 11. Lander's made a 3. Carson-Newman's made a free throw. Down inside goes Canaville, and he falls down. No, pardon me, not Canaville, Mays. And he'll shoot 2 free throws on a contorting layup attempt after he was clipped by Rylan Houck. Was it Houck? We'll await the official ruling. The scoreboard says Houck. That would be his 3rd. Free throw. Got the roll. Back iron. 2 hops high on the front iron and down through the hole. Yep, it is on Houck. His 3rd. Team's 3rd. One more free throw for Navon Mays. And he makes that one. 2 of 2 trip. 4 in a row for the Bearcats to get it down to 11, 50-39, with 14:09 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Stamper. Hands off Browder left wing. Pick and pop 3. Browder rains it down from distance. 22 for Junkyard Jack. His 33rd career 20-point game. And the lead is up to 14. 53-39, 13:48 to go in the second half. Bearcats onto the offensive end. Daniels twists down on the right block, misses the layup. Browder's on the backside, left side for his 8th rebound. In transition, Fry gets it out to Smith, right wing. Extra pass, Bill Bray in the right corner. Step back, no passes. Smith. Smith drives, layup, no. Whistle. Appears to be a block. That indeed is the case. Navon Mays was set up to try to draw a charge, but he was in the restricted circle. Picks up his 1st and the team's 3rd. Lander very intentional about setting up to try to draw charges. Ollie Smith, though, earns 2 free throws here. 75% shooter for his career. He calmly nails the first. First points today for Ollie Smith. He pushes the lead back to 15, 54-39 with 13:30 to go in the second half. Misfires the second off the back iron. Mays grabs the rebound, and Carson-Newman has matched its biggest lead of the day at 15. 54-39, 13:20 to play in the second stanza. Lander front court. Daniels top of the key. Left around the Tringone screen and roll to Tringone. Browder erases his shot, gets the board up the right sideline to Fry, who passes ahead, but it's pilfered by Mays. Mays sends it ahead to Terry Leonard. Leonard twirls around, lost the handle on it. Smith swipes it, 3-on-1 break. Smith down the left side of the lane, coast to the cup, right hand finger rolls it home. Ollie Smith up and down in transition. That prompts a timeout from Omar Watad. 12:52 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman has its biggest lead of the day, 56-39 on Lander. A 17-point road advantage for Carson-Newman. And we return to Horner Arena after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
$12:52 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman, a 56-39 lead on Lander. Eagles have swelled ahead by 17 points as Lander 3 of 13 from the field to start the second half. Carson-Newman 5 of 8. And the Eagles in the middle of a little 6-0 run. Took it up by 17. And that prompts a Omar Watad timeout. Jack Browder, the only guy in double digits for the Eagles. He has 22 points in his 2 rebounds away from his 26th career double-double. Lander ball out of the break. Weber, right of the paint, flips out Pritzl, head of the key, around to the left corner for Steele. He pivots, passes, left corner, Pritzl, pinned by Fry. Out to the left wing, Canaville. Canaville into the paint, chest pass out, right wing, Steele. Steele, hop step into the lane, kick out, head of the key, straight on 3, spins out right side, no good from Weber. Second chance, though, for the Bearcats. Steele grabs the rebound. Canaville, head of the key. Underhand shovel for Pritzl, right around the screen, bounce feed inside, saved in to the left corner for Weber. 7 to shoot. Weber drives right baseline, reverse layup, it falls, count it, and 1. Long time to defend there for Carson-Newman. It ends in an and 1 opportunity after the foul on Colin Brown, his first and the team's 4th. So it sends Antoine Weber to the line, looking for his first made free throw of the season. 0 for 1 on the year, but a career 69% free throw shooter. And he doesn't get the roll. Front iron, wrapped around the left side, the back iron, and fell off right side into Jack Browder's arms for his 9th board. 56-41, Eagles by 15, 11:58 to go in the second half. Illick dispossessed on the wing, goes to Browder in the left corner. Browder moseys inside to the cup, right hand, finish! +1, Jack Browder! Big boy moves by Jack Browder downstairs on the Bearcats. Eagles back up 17. 24 for Junkyard Jack plus the and 1. The foul goes on Canaville, his 2nd, and the team's 4th. That was a tough take for Jack Browder. And it brings us to another break. 11:50 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 58. Lander 41. Browder at the stripe, shooting an and 1 free throw when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
11:50 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman a 58-41 lead on Lander, and Jack Browder at the line on the quest for his 25th point with an and 1 free throw. Pushes it up, missed it to the right. Carson-Newman 5 of 9 from the line today as a team, and the lead holds at 17, matching the Eagles' biggest of the day. Lander brings it from right to left and loses it. Browder a steal on a lob inside for Bobby Crawford. Now Browder loses it to Tringone in the free throw line. Tringone ahead left corner. Weber steps right, fires Tringone left wing. Tringone into the paint, right hand teardrop. It's all Twine. 58-43, Eagles by 15, 11:19 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman works the basketball from left to right. Colin Brown runs the point to the top of the key. Brown for Illick left corner. Catch 3 on the way. Illick toilet bowls it in. A 1080 around the rack for Braden Illick. He's got 5. Carson-Newman has its biggest lead of the day at 18. 61-43 with 10:52 to play in the second half. Bearcats front court. Free throw line, Pritzl out to the right wing. Steele tries a triple. Nope. Back of the rim. Fry elevates for the rebound. Outlets it ahead to Brown. Brown to the cup. Wrap around layup. Oh, he nearly finished it, but Smith has an offensive rebound. Kick out Illick for a 3 straight on. Nope. Back of the rim. Pritzl the board. Bearcats onto the offensive end. Pritzl dumps inside for Tringone, left block. Gets it into the right corner, Steele. Out to the top of the key, Weber. Weber between the legs, dribble on Ollie Smith. Down the right side of the paint, gets to the cup and lays it in. 61-45, Eagles by 16. 10:09 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman works left to right with the basketball. Browder, top of the key against Weber. Behind the back dribble, Weber knocked it loose. Browder grabs it back, gets it to Illick. Back to Browder, head of the key. Browder down the left side of the paint, gets into Tringone, and Tringone fouls him on the floor. Omar Watad shouting from his bench, stay down, as Tringone picks up his second. The fifth on the Bearcats. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contacts men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Browder doubled, passes out of it. Illick, left wing, pump fakes a three, drives inside, spins around, hits Brown in the right corner, catch three on the way. Brown, front of the 10, no good. Ollie Smith went up for the rebound, got tied up with Tringone. You got a whistle. Smith get him with the body? Yes, that is the case. First personal on Ollie Smith. 6th team foul on the Eagles. And the ball back to the Bearcats, trailing 61-45 with 9:35 to play in the second half. Lander with it front court. Tringone off to Leonard, right wing. Leonard, jab step on Bilbray, hits Steele top of the key. Gives off Tringone, right point, runs the weave to Weber, left point. He tries a triple, short off the front iron. Browder yanks down his 10th rebound. He's got his 26th career double-double. Outlets it head to Ollie Smith, who drives inside and draws a foul. Browder with a three-quarter court feed to get Smith loose to the bucket. And Ollie will shoot 2 free throws after the foul on Weber. His first, team 6th. So 2 free throws for Ollie Smith. He's 1 for 2 at the line today. And Carson-Newman, 5 of 9 as a team that came in shooting 83%, 12th in the country. 5 of 10, Smith strong with the first. So the best he can do is get the lead back to 17. Smith, the southpaw, sends up the second, and it back spins in. 18-point lead for the Eagles. Or 17-point lead, pardon me. 62-45 with 9:10 to play in the second half. Bearcats move the basketball from right to left. Tringone in the right corner. Chest pass. Terry Leonard at the head of the key. Bounce feed to the right elbow for Crawford. Back across the paint. Leonard. Teardrop. No. Illick snares the board on the left block for the Eagles. Ahead comes Browder. Browder Euroing to the cup. Left hand. Finish. No. Off to the right. Tringone cleans up the miss. Bearcats sprint the other way. Weber moves inside on Illick. Backs it out. High hand there for Illick. Weber triggers a three. It's off the back iron. Brown the rebound and running. Brown doesn't have numbers. Doesn't matter. He wants to take it to the cup, and he draws a foul. Charged Tringone with his third. The team's 7th. And 2 free throws result for Colin Brown. Carson-Newman has been ultra aggressive about getting out in transition, and the Eagles have a 13-0 advantage in fast break points as a consequence. Colin Brown's first free throw, buttery smooth down through the strings. He's got his first point. Every Eagle who has seen the floor today has scored, led by Jack Browder's 24-point, 10-rebound double-double. Second one for Brown. He goes 2 of 2. And Carson-Newman has its largest lead of the day at 19. 64-45 Eagles, 8:25 to play in the second half. Eagles have limited the Bearcats to 34% shooting in this one. And as Lander sets up shop on the offensive end, a whistle and a foul on Colin Brown trying to scrape around the screen away from the ball. He picks up his second. That's the 6th on Carson-Newman. And we'll be shooting free throws for the rest of this one. With both teams in the bonus. Inbounds comes left baseline from Steele. Out to Crawford, left wing. Back to Steele in the left corner. Steele, one right hand dribble, gives off Tringone top of the key. Tringone yo-yos it over to the left point for Weber. Weber leaps, passes, Crawford left block, twists, turns, right hand bunny, no. Rebound loose, grabbed by Smith, right baseline for the Eagles. Smith up the far sideline, brings it front court, gets it Browder, top of the key. Quick trigger three, back of the rim, no good. Steele elevates for the rebound over the PBC logo in the middle of the lane for the Bearcats. 19-point Eagle lead, Bearcats front court. Crawford off to the right wing for Leonard. Leonard drives inside, gets to the basket. He slaloms, he hangs, he hits, count it, and a foul. 12 for Leonard. The foul is on Braden Illick, his third, and the team's seventh, and it brings us to a break in the action. 7:42 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 64. Lander 47. Eagles shooting 50% from the field while limiting Lander to 35% shooting. We're back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
7:42 left in the second half, a 64-47 lead for Carson-Newman over Lander. This the seventh all-time meeting between these two teams. Eagles looking to tilt the balance of the series back in their favor overall. And win for the first time in this series since the 18-19 season. That was a 77-65 win at Southern Wesleyan in a conference challenge. Well, now Terry Leonard, who hasn't missed a free throw all season, heads to the line for an and one freebie, and he nuts it. 64-48, Eagles by 16 with 7:42 to play in the second half. Bilbray, Browder, Illick, Hauk, and Fry on the floor for Carson-Newman. Illick gets the ball on the perimeter, and he got hand-checked from behind by Tringone. That's a quick fourth personal on Jake Tringone. An eighth team foul on the Bearcats. And 1-and-1 for Braden Illick. So Braden Illick gets to shoot 1-and-1. His first free throw attempts on the day. He's 7 of 8 for the season. Make it 8 of 9. As he calmly connects on the first. Illick with 6 points. Puts the second one up. It is true as well. And back to an 18-point Carson-Newman lead. 66-48 with 7:34 to play in the second half. Lander brings it from right to left. Right wing Daniels, up top Crawford. Crawford, one dribble handoff to Leonard, top of the key, moves right around the Crawford screen. Into the right corner it goes Daniels. Daniels into the paint, kick out Weber. Left wing, open look from deep. Back iron, no. Long rebound for Tringone. Second chance, Lander resets. Daniels through the head of the key. Pivots inside, lays it up over Fry, rolls off right side into Illick's arms. Illick on the ground. You got a whistle, you got a jump ball with the arrow favoring Carson-Newman. Omar with Todd pleading for a travel. I would argue that that's not the case, as Illick never had possession. And Braden Illick, he left a giant spot of perspiration on the floor, and so Brian Reese out, mop in hand, Lander's athletic director. Says a lot about the leadership of the Bearcats when the AD is doing mop work. And Carson-Newman has its mop All-American and Tyler Needs. And the way that he spins the mop inside a Holt Fieldhouse is at a high elite level. Brian Reese, you can tell he's practiced. Good finite strokes. He works the mop with aplomb. Absolutely elite work from Lander's AD. Full court press on for the Bearcats. Eagles break it. Bilbray through the head of the key, shuffles it off. Fry left block. Fry the layup, no. Got his own miss. Gets it out to Bilbray around to Hout for Browder, cutting down the left side of the lane. Browder, right hand teardrop, falls off right side. Illick lost it out of bounds, and he's the last guy to touch it as Daniels poked it out of his hands. Empty possession there for the Eagles. 6:47 to play in the second half. 66-48. Carson-Newman leads Lander. They took control with a 10-0 run in the first half and have just slowly built the thing out here after halftime. Outscoring the Bearcats 23-18 in the second half. Crawford in the middle of the paint, turns, shoots over Illick, and tickles the twine with the right hand. 66-50, Eagles by 16, 6:23 to play in the second half. Crawford has 4 points, and the Eagles bring it front court. Illick, bounce feed, Hout cutting to the cup. Hout throws it down with two hands. Illick, slick work with his third assist. Back to an 18-point Eagle lead, 68-50, 6:02 to play in the second half. Lander front court. Daniels a teardrop through the middle of the lane, connects on the 12-foot runner. He's the second Bearcat into double figures with 11. 68-52. Carson-Newman the lead with 5:44 to play in the second half. Illick in the keyhole. Left hand dribbles, stops left wing, gets it to Browder. Browder faces the basket, 10 to shoot. Browder hop step into the paint, stumbles, lost the handle on it, and it's taken away by Tringone. Tringone in transition. Stops, hits Weber out of the key, drives inside. Weber lays it in with the right hand. 68-54. Lander has trimmed it to a 14-point game with 5:15 to go in the second half. The Eagles bring it front court. Bilbray, right wing with the basketball. Daniels harasses him. Bilbray, 14 to shoot, right around an Illick screen to the right baseline. Stops, gets Tringone airborne, hits Fry ahead of the key. Fry down the right side of the paint, gets the cup, airballs his layup. Tringone taps the rebound to Crawford. And the Bearcats bring the ball from right to left. Eagles one of their last 9 from the floor. Daniels out to Tringone, right wing, hits Leonard. Leonard, long two from the right point, barely grazes rim, and it's out of bounds to Carson-Newman. 68-54, Eagles by 14. 4:39 to play in the second half. Ollie Smith checks in. Khalees Fry exits for Carson-Newman. And Lander will utilize the stoppage to set up the press. Jack Browder says, hey, let's talk this over, and he uses a timeout. Stick around for the Domino's postgame report with the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. 4:39 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 68, Lander 54. The Bearcats have scored back-to-back buckets to trim this contest down to 14. Eagles have led by as many as 19, but the big surge for Carson-Newman was a 10-0 first-half run that took them into the halftime locker room up by 13, and they have maintained control of the lead since that burst. Houk triggers into Bilbray in the backcourt. Full court pressure on for Lander. Bilbray leaps and fires the pass out of bounds into the backcourt. It's Lander ball off of Carson-Newman's 11th turnover. So an empty possession there for the Eagles. 4:28 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 68, Lander 54. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 2 minutes. Daniels left around a Crawford screen to the left block. Twists, turns, right hand layup over Bilbray. Falls off right side. Ollie Smith is there for the reward. Eagles work it over the timeline, left side with Bilbray. Bilbray harassed by Daniels at the top of the key. Gets it to Illick up top. Illick dribbles over, left wing, gives Smith. Smith tries a triple. Back iron, bending, no, off the right side. Weber corrals the board for the Bearcats, down by 14. Weber, head of the key, scrapes right around a Tringone screen, gets the bucket, layup, falls off right side, rebound loose into the corner, grabbed by Terry Leonard. Second chance, Tringone straight on triple. It glances off to the right. Browder a 12th rebound right of the lane. Eagles control and move left to right with the basketball, up by 14. Browder left around an Illick screen, slaloms into the lane, lost the handle on it, grabs it left corner, out to Houck left wing. Houck drives inside, gets to the cup, right-hand layup, misfire. Browder an offensive rebound. His right-hand finger rolls off the mark. Browder, second chance. Nobody's fouled. Carson-Newman not making shots, but that has not made the Glasswork any more furious. Jack Browder shooting free throws, looking to break a 2.5-minute scoring drought when we return. 3:21 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 68. Lander 54. Browder with 2 free throws on the other side of this break. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
3:21 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 68. And Lander 54. Eagles have done the job defensively today, limiting Lander to 34% shooting, including 4 of 22 from beyond the arc. That's 18% for a club that came in at 41% and second in the Peach Belt in three-point efficiency, 28th nationally. The Eagles have led by as many as 19. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes. And Jack Browder is at the line, trying to stop the Eagles' 2-minute, 52-second scoring drought. He pushes up the first free throw, and it is knocked in. 25 and 14 for Jack Browder. He's the only Eagle in double figures. He stretches the lead to 15. Make it 16 as he's true on the second. 26 points for Jack Browder, 10 off his career high that he set at Wise on December 4th last year. 70 to 54. Eagles by 16 with 3:13 to go in the second half. Leonard at the free throw line, drops it off. Right block for Crawford. Back out Leonard, head of the key, straight on triple. Leonard knocks it down. Jack Browder was there on the closeout, and he's cherry-picking on the other end. Bilbray finds him. Browder lays it in uncontested. 72-57, Eagles by 15. 2:52 to play in the second half. 28 for Jack Browder. Bearcats with the ball on their offensive end, down by 15, 2:44 to play. Tringone hands off to Daniels at the head of the key. Moves into the paint. Bounce feed Tringone left block. Ducks the shoulder on Browder. Spins around. Right-hand hook finds the bottom of the cup. Tringone has 6. Eagles draw the press from the Bearcats with a 13-point lead. 2:22 to play. Bilbray gets it across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. And the Eagles set up in the half court. Illick, head of the key, slips Browder running to the middle of the lane. Browder lays it in with the right hand. 30 points for Jack Browder. The lead is 15 for the Eagles. 74-59 with 2:03 to play in the second half. Bearcats with it front court. Leonard, head of the key. Left on Smith, step back, crossover, left elbow, 15-footer, splashes in. 18 for Leonard on 18 shots. 74-61, Eagles by 13. Minute 44 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman breaks Lander's press and gets it front court. Bilbray, left wing extended, draws two to the ball, leaps and passes Browder right wing. Browder heaves up a right wing three. It's off the back of the rim, and a long rebound to Bobby Crawford at the free throw line. Lander down 13, moving the basketball from right to left. Leonard, left around the screen, top of the key. Bounce feed Crawford, right elbow. Backs down Illick, back out to Jacob Daniels, head of the key. Straight on triple, back iron, no. Browder there for his 15th rebound. 69 seconds left, Eagles by 13. Houck into the front court, takes the air out of the ball, and the Eagles content to dribble out some clock and take this thing inside of 50 seconds. Bilbray, harassed by Daniels. Leonard joins him, 10 to shoot. Houck, left of the lane, drives inside, pivots, passes. Illick, left corner, three on the way. Back iron, no. Long rebound to the left elbow. Daniels grabs it, 40 seconds left, down 13. Daniels into the front court. Down the right side of the paint, lost it going up, but it falls into Tringone's arms in the left corner. He spins inside. Smith erased it. Second chance Lander. Left point. Weber straight on three. Back iron, no. Houck grabs the rebound. Shot clock is off. And Carson-Newman can dribble out the final moments in this one. Eagles in fine fettle on the road at Lander, 74-61. Carson-Newman took control with a 10-0 first half run, and the Eagles keep control and prevail over Lander for the first time since the 18-19 season with a 74-61 win over the Lander Bearcats. Jack Browder, the only guy in double figures for Carson-Newman, but he was absolutely monstrous with 30 points and 15 rebounds for career double-double, number 26. Eagles prevail. Final score, 74-61 over the Lander Bearcats. Domino's postgame report headed your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Bring it, backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with two hands.
Your stats breakdown A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Quality day at the office for Carson-Newman men's basketball with a 74-61 win over the Lander Bearcats. This one was a tight one early with 7 ties and 6 lead changes the first 13 minutes of the game, but the Eagles seized control with a 10-0 run and never relented in what turns out to be a fairly defensive-minded approach for Carson-Newman on the day, limiting Lander 37.5% shooting. Lander came in second in the Peach Belt in offensive efficiency. Eagles hold them to 61 points and 37.5% shooting on the day, en route to the win over the Bearcats. Carson-Newman led by Jack Browder. It's his 3 that gave Carson-Newman the 10-point lead in the first half, and that is our AEC electrifying play of the game. AEC, member-owned and service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer. You are a co-op member. So Jack Browder's 3, our AEC electrifying play of the game. And I'm going to presume Jack will be joining us courtside, and he will also earn the status of being our premier player of the game. Only Eagle in double digits on the docket today. He played all 40 minutes and finishes with 30 points and 15 rebounds. Neither of those a career high, but his second career 30 and 15 game to go along with one that he had against UVA Wise in December of last year. He was stout. 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 at the line, and 10 of 21 from the field. Pretty efficient in getting to his 30. He also had 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Did Jack Browder in this one. Every Eagle who did play today scored for Carson-Newman. So it's not as if he was without help. Khalees Fry and Matt Bilbray both had 9 points. Braden Illick 7 and Rylan Hauk 6. But Jack, he just took over. He had 19 points at the halftime break, and he carries the scoring load for Carson-Newman en route to a 74-61 win over the Lander Bearcats in this one. Lander got 18 points from Terry Leonard Jr., Lander's leading scorer. He came in on a 52-40 1,100 slash. He did make his lone free throw on the day, but he wasn't as efficient as he has been. Took 18 shots to get 18 points, and he was also 3 of 8 from the field. Jacob Daniels was Lander's only other double-digit scorer. He finished with 11 points, and he was 5 of 16 from the field to get to those 11 points, and went 1 of 6 from beyond the arc in this contest. So, high-quality day for Carson-Newman defensively, impacting the efficiency of Lander's stars. Grayson Pritzel, who came in averaging 15 a game, he just had 2. And Dylan Canaville, who was averaging 11, did finish with 8 points and 8 rebounds as Carson-Newman prevails by a final score of 74-61 over the Lander Bearcats. So Carson-Newman is 3-0. It's Carson-Newman's second 3-0 start in the last 3 years, while Lander was looking to start 3-0 for the first time since the 22-23 season. They fall to 2-1. So Carson-Newman, this is the start of a 3-game stretch playing Peach Belt schools, and 3 Peach Belt schools that are in the top 5 in the preseason poll in the Peach. Good start with a 74-61 road win over Lander, headlined by Jack Browder's 30-point, 15-rebound double-double, the 26th double-double of his career. Check some scores around the Super Region before we hear from head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. And again, I say Super Region because we are going to start this venture with football, and 10:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Newberry has a 38-24 lead on Kentucky State over at Setzler Field. Reed Sharpia doing Reed Sharpia things, 277 yards passing. He's 23 of 31 with 3 touchdowns in that one. Carson-Newman women's basketball, no doubt delayed, and I say that because the game before them between Lincoln Memorial and Clayton State has 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in it. And Lincoln Memorial, a 68-53 lead on the Lakers with 4:12 to play in the fourth quarter. So Carson-Newman women's basketball and their trip at the UNG Nighthawk Classic in Dahlonega probably going to be stalled till around 4:15, give or take. That one web only at cneagles.com/live. On the men's side of things, Wingate has a 79-64 lead over West Virginia State with 2:27 to play in the second half at Shuford Arena. Isaiah Vick has poured in 28 points for the Bulldogs, 12 of 16 from the field and 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Wingate shooting 42% while limiting the Yellow Jackets to 40% shooting in that contest. And then you've got the Mars Hill Lions playing host to the Belmont Abbey Crusaders. And Mars Hill, a 77-62 lead on Belmont Abbey with 4:23 to play in the second half of that contest. So all in all, a fairly decent day around the basketball hardwood for the South Atlantic Conference thus far. We continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, quite a bit to unpack from this one in the past few days, but what a high-quality win on the road for your Eagles over the Lander Bearcats, a win fueled by ribs and beans. How about the job of Carson-Newman in this one?
I was actually trying to explain to our guys after the game because we didn't make a really big deal of it going into the game because we have a veteran crew that sort of knows the lay of the land in this region.
But I just told him, I said, you guys should be really proud of the performance. The outcome was a byproduct of the performance. I said, winning here is very difficult. Case Roach, one of our assistants who played at North Georgia, said, boys, I've never won here. We come here and won in a really impressive fashion. So, I almost had to bang the drum a little bit. Like, guys, it's okay to have a little positive emotion because I know this is a good road win. I know Omar does a great job. Their staff does a good job. They got a talented roster, and our guys came in here and really, especially on the defense side of the ball, put together by far our best body of work in this new season.
I don't love that you just ignored my fueled by.
Well, we're going there.
We're going. You want to go there now?
Let's go there now. Let's go. Ribs and beans. Let's just put it out there. Our beloved Doc McGraw.
We feasted last
night. We got out of there.
Side note, Chuck. Side note. Really important. Really important.
If you bring out some ribs, I'm going to lose my mind. You didn't.
Doc
brought
ribs.
Okay, those are road ribs for the road trip back home.
For the record, he said that they were
Lord, those smelled good. Those smell so good. I caught a whiff.
He did say those were for, and I'm going to say this publicly so that she knows if they disappear, the reason for that. Rebecca Spate, who's the trainer for the women's team.
Fair enough.
He wanted to send some for her. So
fair enough.
We're going to see if they last. There's only 2 ice blocks in there. You might have some emergency ribs around
Asheville.
You
never know. We have a flat tire. We're stuck in the gorge.
Fingers crossed that they make it home.
Yeah.
Don't know that they will.
But let's just be clear. We stopped at Doc's home last night in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, and he fed our team an incredible smoked rib dinner with baked beans and green beans and potato salad and nickel sausages, Texas toast, cookies. Fabulous meal. And we said, Doc, if we get a road win tomorrow, we're talking about this because ribs were fantastic. To me, the quality of a rib really goes back to: do you need sauce or not?
You didn't need.
We didn't need sauce.
Meat fell off the bone, melted in your mouth.
They were seasoned properly. Doc had, as he does. I mean, he has gifted hands and he's high intelligence, so he knew exactly what he was doing. In putting down a spread that ultimately led us to victory. I'm giving credit to the ribs for the win.
There's the pull quote.
The ribs.
It didn't have anything to do with your defense.
The ribs.
It didn't have anything to do with Jack Browder's shot making.
It was the ribs.
This is a win fueled by John McGraw's
South Carolina style dry rub ribs.
They were good. You did some other insane things with food this week, aside from your meat sweats that you no doubt suffered in the hotel last night.
I told you, about 12:30, I thought I was having a massive heart attack last night. I literally got up. I don't know how many Pepsi I took, a handful of Tums. Really was worried about this for a brief moment, and thank the Lord I survived.
You survived.
Yeah.
Well, you did something that I've never experienced another human being doing.
This is what is exactly? I'm not even sure where this is going.
You know where this is. We had leftovers last week from the press box for football.
Yes, we did.
My wife, Leanda, does a phenomenal job with the catering. And she overmade some carrot cakes to the point that a carrot cake arrived back in the MSAC fridge for folks around the office to enjoy. And you took the carrot cake home, which is a
after hours when nobody was watching.
Nobody was watching. You took the carrot cake home, indulged, and then returned the carrot cake.
The next morning.
The next morning.
When nobody knew. Nobody was any the wiser for this.
But your sins must be confessed.
Atonement is necessary.
You need to atone for your transgression.
I must be honest, that carrot cake is the best carrot cake I've ever had.
Something else.
And I saw it sitting there. I was leaving. There was a lot of anxiety this week, considering the fact that we had this road trip ahead. Mm-hmm. I knew the elixir that would make everything right was that carrot cake, and I just decided to take it home, felt like that I could blame the. Nobody would ever know, Cav. Everybody just come here and see that half the cake's gone. I can blame
much like
my peers.
Much like Ken Sparks confessing that he had walked into the women's restroom accidentally in a post-game interview in 2014 at North Greenville. What did you do? Confessed. Your heart.
It's good for the soul, man.
It's good for the soul. Your heart is pure. You're living right clearly with a win like this. This was a really tight, high-level contest the first 13 minutes. And then you took control with a 10-0 run and never trailed for the rest of the game. What happened to ignite the 10-0 run and then allow you to stiff-arm Lander?
It was the stops, man. It was the stops. I got to give a lot of credit to the staff. One, for my assistants did a great job of sort of cooking up a different strategy than we typically use. But we had thought, we had talked in the preseason, I thought this team had the possibility, the chance to be a pretty solid man-to-man defensive team that is secondary to our zone. And we came in here prepared to use our zone in a minimal capacity, which is exactly what we did. So the staff gets a lot of credit for helping craft the plan, and then the players get most of the credit because crafting a plan is easy. Executing a plan is the challenge, and those guys did it with a great attention to detail. There's some of our faithful supporters that have come down from Jefferson City.
You had a good crowd today.
We had a really good crowd, man. There we had Anna Mullins and her family showed up here, and several others. But yeah, man, the credit goes to the players for following through. I told them after the game, like Rylan Houck made the comment, the staff did a great job, and yeah, but really, man, that's sort of easy. You all have to go out and do it, and so credit to the players, man, for being focused. This was challenging because that is such a high-level offensive team, and just capable performers. For our guys to be able to stay determined in the face of really elite execution. We were sort of joking, like when you come down here, not only do you have to defend them, you have to defend Omar. That's a Nick Brendigan quote. You got to go there and you got to defend Omar, and because he really has turned into an exceptional game manager over the time he's been here. I think he does as good a job as anybody, if not better than anybody in our region, at actually orchestrating with that little clipboard. If I could just steal that freaking clipboard of his, find out what he's got on there. But I know what he does, man. He has a great amount of preparation and planning, and Nick said, man, we got to figure out a way to guard Omar too, which I think is pretty profound. And I felt like in some slight way, we sort of caught him off guard a little bit and made them make some in-game adjustments.
Jack Browder things today, 30 points, 15 rebounds. What did you see from your senior in 40 minutes?
Man, he's such a competitor. He shows up in games like this ready to compete and performs at such a high level consistently and has so for years. So, we're so fortunate that he's here, fortunate that he never left here when he easily could have left and gone Portland. And, as a coach here, I'm also, I'm a basketball fan too, and I can appreciate good basketball. And so even though Jack plays for me, the fan in me is like, man, that dude's good. So, watching him and watching how he gets after it is a testament to who he is, and really it's something that hopefully our other guys, can sort of, it's contagious. I think his confidence sort of rubs off on them, and obviously I'm gonna say the obvious. We don't win without his 30 and 15 today. That's the bottom line. That's in 40 minutes. We don't give him a break. He didn't get to come out. He plays it out. So that tells you what kind of competitor and warrior he is.
For as important as he was, you had to coach through foul trouble in the first half. Khalees Fry, one of your best defenders, out. Braden Illick, one of your best passers, out. And Isaac Stamper, who was looking for his first career bucket, came in and gives you 7, 3 boards, 2 assists, and he didn't miss. What did you see from your freshman?
Stamp was a little bit frustrated after the opening weekend, but I thought he really, really performed well for us in a big game. Not only was he good at making shots and finding that, but, man, he was physical at the rim. Their starting 5-man, who is a monster. I thought Stamp competed and used his body to create defensive walls inside that made it tough, man. And so I was so happy for Stamp to come in and give us quality minutes when Braden had some foul issues, and we had to go with some substitutes.
Chuck, doesn't get any easier. You're off to North Georgia on Wednesday. How do you improve for this one with the road game against the Nighthawks?
Enjoyed the ride back tonight. We got some specialty pizzas waiting for us, Captain. You know how we do this.
I do.
We try to find. We go off the beaten path, and not only Jack is a good player, he's also the chief architect of our post game meals.
It's good pizza feel.
Yeah, and so he did a little bit of a deep dive, and he came back with this local joint, and we're gonna see how that goes. But enjoy this. But tomorrow tomorrow afternoon we'll craft a plan, and we've sort of got some advanced scouting done. But we'll finalize that tomorrow and get on the practice court Monday, Tuesday. Travel down to North Georgia, where we know that they're undefeated, I do believe, and in some certain power polls that they're up there in the top 25. And we did play them last year and beat them in Holtz. They're going to be extra motivated to balance this thing out. So we know we're going to get their best punch.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on a big road win.
Thanks, Cap.
Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report rolls on after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's postgame interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's postgame report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
All right, back on the Domino's postgame report. I'm Adam Cavalier, joined by freshman center Isaac Stamper. Stamp, what a day off the bench for you. You came into this game looking for your first collegiate points. It started 0 of 7 from the field, but stayed incredibly patient. And that pays off in foul trouble today for Braden Illick in the first half. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. What clicked for you today against a high-level Peach Belt opponent?
Yeah, like you said, just being patient and trusting what the team and what the coaches have for us. We had a long week of preparation leading up to this game, and we had a great report from the coaches of what to see today and what to expect. And all of our guys really bought into the process and to trusting what the coaches had to say. And I think that's what makes everything come together for us.
Defensively, you included, made life challenging inside. for Lander to score. They came in second in the Peach in offensive efficiency. They finished today 38%. What clicked on the defensive scout, playing primarily man today?
Yeah, like I said, just trusting what the coaches had to say. We've run zone the past 2 games against some 2 good teams and started off the year well. And we knew this was going to be a change coming from a lot of practice with our zone. But like I said, just trusting what the coaches had to say. They put everything together for us. It really couldn't have been any better. And the way that the guys all bought in made everything easy for us.
It's a quick turnaround for Wednesday against North Georgia.
Yeah.
You continue this march through the Peach Belt. What'd you learn about yourself, this team today, that you hope to apply against the Nighthawks before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, really that our team is really well connected. Jack had 30 and 15 tonight, a fantastic game, and it still felt like everybody had a big part to play. And just knowing that we have guys who can step up whenever they need to, and that we all trust each other, I think it really shows the character of our team and how well we can handle adversity when it hits.
All right, Stamp, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Sounds good. Thanks.
That is freshman post Isaac Stamper as Carson-Newman prevails over the Lander Bearcats by a final score of 74-61. The Domino's postgame report will continue with the selection of tonight's premier player of the game, and that is Jack Browder, who we will await to make his way to press row. Tonight's premier player of the game, Jack Browder. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. We pass along a couple finals for you before Jack makes his way courtside. Wingate takes care of business against West Virginia State. KT Carter's Mars Hill Lions are undefeated with an 84-71 win over Belmont Abbey. And just underway from Greenville, Tennessee, it is Tusculum 7 and Trevecca Nazarene 5. That is 17:47 left in the first half of that contest. We roll on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside our premier player of the game, Jack Browder. Vintage Jack Browder today. 30 points, 15 rebounds, career double-double, number 26, Jack. What clicked today in a massive way for you offensively?
Well, I think it was what clicked more for our team as a whole. That's a great team. They play scout-based principles, and we knew that going in. So everybody accepted how they were going to guard us as a team, and that buy-in just made us extremely efficient tonight. And I ended up being the one that was scoring a lot, but that doesn't. We go back to last weekend, and we have 4 other guys that are capable. So I think we're different than last year in a bunch of ways that I think are really good, and I think it's going to be tough to guard us as a whole as a team going forward.
You know, obviously you can point to your 30 and 15, and that's a stellar line. But there's so many little moments for other guys in this game. I think of Isaac Stamper and the 7 that he has late in the first half to kind of distance things out to double digits. I think of Khalees Fry. He's the guy that sparked the 10-0 first half run that gave you the lead for good, and he had back-to-back second chance buckets. How critical are moments for guys like that that when it is time for them to shine, they do?
See, that's the trust from us as a team. That's one of our core values, and everybody understands their role. Our role acceptance is just amazing right now, and everybody is trusting what the coaches say, the positions they put us in to maximize our strengths. And that's where Khalees, Rylan, everybody's ready for their moment when it comes, and that's just how that's comforting as a teammate, and I know that I can trust, and they can trust me, I can trust them in every moment, no matter if they've touched the ball for 10 minutes or they're running off 3 straight. I think that shows how much we trust each other as a team.
We know what Omar Watad's teams are capable of offensively. This was granted, small sample size, but second most efficient offense in the Peach Belt coming in. You limit them to 37.5% shooting and 61 points, playing largely man. What did that take defensively?
Extreme buy-in this week. I mean, coaches come to us with a game plan, and we're just completely bought in. Like you said, their offense is extremely efficient. I mean, there's a reason that most of the best offenses in the country won that type of offense. So we do very similar principles, and we know how hard it is to guard. Our buy-in to the game plan, I think, is what set us apart today, and our commitment to playing hard every single possession, contesting every shot, all the little things are what set us apart today.
You get another Peach Belt school on Wednesday, North Georgia, preseason favorites for the league on Wednesday. How do you improve upon this one with the Nighthawks looming before Thanksgiving?
Just celebrate this one. I mean, this is a great win. Like that team will be very good in the Peach Belt. They'll be flirting with the NCAA tournament. Celebrate this one, learn from it. I think there's a lot of positives and confidence that we can build off this, and we also can learn stuff. And we weren't perfect tonight. There's things that we can get better on and learn from watching film, and then take all of this, how we learn from this game, and move on to North Georgia and lock in and prepare for that the right way.
Jack, pleasure as always. Congrats, premier player of the game. Senior forward Jack Browder. And that wraps it up for us here on the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman beats Lander 74-61. Keep it on the Eagles Sports Network. You got women's basketball against North Georgia in mere minutes from Dahlonega. And then we're back at it on Wednesday from North Georgia. That is a 1:45 pregame show, 2 o'clock tip from the Convocation Center. For Skip Roberts back inside of Network Control, I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us here on a stellar Saturday for Carson-Newman men's basketball. The final score, it's Carson-Newman 74, Lander 61. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
You've been listening to the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Brianna, She's Just a Girl DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagle Sports Network.